back to Sky Carp Baseball. Josh Flickinger, joined by a very special guest in the booth, a local celebrity now, Alice Self. And wow, I mean, if you are up on your Beloit Daily News, you would have read a very nice article. The pitch on the way is swung on and fouled away. 1-1 is your score. Sky Carp and the Timber Rattlers tied up. Here in the top of the fifth, Thomas White, the left-hander, working on a two-hitter so far. He's been really, really good. First 9 up, 9 down. Pitch on the way to Garcia, swung on and missed. A couple of weeks ago, very nice article about Alice being kind of one of the faces of summer here in Beloit. That's pretty high praise. Alice, did you feel like that the article was, as the pitch on the way bounces up there, did you feel like it was a good article? Did you like it?
I did.
Yeah, I thought it was really well done. Now you're on the screen and everything, Alice. Look at this. I mean, you're not going to be able to eat lunch in private anymore. People are going to be coming up to you asking for autographs. I don't envy you. The pitch, that's upstairs for a ball. But the cool thing was, not only did you get this great article in the paper, and you've had employee recognition all the time, and people who come to Sky Carp games know all about you, but the pitch is lined into left for a base hit, a leadoff single for Eduardo Garcia here in the fifth. You were able to travel, thanks to our generous owner, Quint Studer, down to Pensacola. How was that?
It was probably the best trip I ever had.
Wow. Well, what all did you do?
I watched a couple of the games, of course, and got to see my favorite player.
Which is who?
Joe Mack.
Joe Mack.
Yes. And
yes.
Mr. Quint took us on a tour of the town.
High fly ball down the right field line. Is DeLeo going to be able to catch up with it? He will, right near the line. They call it a fair ball. Garcia has to retreat to first, and there's one out now in the fifth. A tour of Pensacola, got a couple of games, got to see. What is it about Joe Mack? Is it his rugged good looks? Is it his fantastic catching ability? What is it? Why did you like Joe so much?
All of the above, of course.
Absolutely. Oh, Joe is the best. And, the one thing we didn't mention about Joe is he's just a very kind person.
He is.
He really is.
When I talked to him, I told him never forget where he came from. And he said, I promise you, I will never.
And I believe that.
I do too.
I think we all believe that Joe is destined for big things in the game of baseball, and I firmly believe he will remember where he came from as Jesus Chirinos swings through a 94-mile-an-hour fastball, 0-2. Thomas White, pitch count just at 62. He's got 85 pitches to work with, but just 5 innings limit as well, wanting to protect those young arms. Certainly can't blame the Marlins for that, although we'd like to see Thomas pitch as much as possible for good reason. 0-2, and that's a foul. Have you enjoyed what do you like working? What do you like about working here at the Sky Carp, Alice?
Everything.
Yeah.
I like the people that I work with. Couldn't ask for a better crew. I say, as I did in the paper, this is my happy place.
Yeah.
It really is. I enjoy coming to work. I actually come to work a few hours early just to be here.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I understand the feeling. Thomas White chases Garcia back. Garcia, one of the few players on this Timber Rattlers roster that's not a real threat to run. Just 3 steals so far this season, but you never know who's going to get the green light and win. Thomas White, 0-2, the count on Chirinos. Peers in for the sign from Cam Barstad. The pitch on the way. That misses inside. And the count now 2-2. Well, we certainly love having you, Alice, and you're such a big part of our game day experience. You got a great seat down there to watch the games, too. You were in 106, right? Is that
105.
Right? 105, right down there behind home plate. And if you guys are out here at the Sky Carp games, come out and say hi to Alice, our local celebrity. One of the cool things, I'm sure, probably about your job is you get to meet a lot of the families of the players, too, right?
I do.
Yeah. Yeah, that's got to be neat. Anybody that has stood out to you? I know the Barstads, I just met them last week. They were very nice people.
They were.
Absolutely.
I met his grandparents last year.
Oh, really?
Yes.
The whole Barstad clan coming out. Well, that's a long trip from California, too. White missed a pitch there, although it was really a strike. Should be strike 3 on Chirinos, but Thomas didn't get the call, so now it's full up. 1-1 game here in the top of the fifth. The pitch on the way, popped up. It'll be an out either way. Coming out is Olmsted, the shortstop, and he dropped it. He dropped it. It was a sky-high pop-up, and I really thought that as that ball continued to drift into short left field that it should have been Caballero, the left fielder's ball. But Olmsted stayed with it, and that, I think, is going to have to be an error. We'll see what Martavia says, but that was a routine pop-up. As routine pop-ups go, it was sky-high, and Johnny just couldn't come down with it. We'll see what they scored. But either way now, instead of a runner at first and 2 outs, it's first and second with 1 out. And now some activity in that Sky Carp bullpen. White will take on Eduardo Fernandez here. Fernandez struck out looking his first time. The pitch is a strike. Well, what about how many years now have you worked with the Sky Carp?
This is my 3rd season, and then I worked the part season when we opened.
Yes. Were you here the first night at ABC Supply Stadium?
Yes.
Wow.
I have never missed a game since I've worked here.
What? That is amazing. So that makes you, I believe this is true, and we'll have to check this. 0-1, that's a strike. It's 0-2 because I also, since I started, have not missed a game. But I was there opening day, but I was there as a member of the newspaper staff. And so I missed a bunch of games in that 2021. You might be the only one to have seen every game at ABC Supply Stadium. The pitch, swing and a miss. The throw down to third. It's not in time. Oh, man, almost to strike him out, throw him out, double play. Fernandez strikes out again on 3 pitches. 4th strikeout for White, but it is a double steal for Garcia, who nabs third, and Chirinos, who picks up, believe it or not, his first steal of the season. And so now this is the biggest at-bat of the game, at least so far. Runners at second and third, 2 outs in a 1-1 game. That swipe tag by Zamora just barely late for Garcia. Well, Vargas flew out to right his first time. The pitch from White, that's a strike. It's 0-1. And are there any games that stand out, or is it all? I know after a while they kind of run together, but anything stand out for you in your time?
No, not really.
Yeah.
I just love all of them.
Oh, well, that's what it's all about. It's being here every night. Look at that one. That's as close as you can get here to a foul ball. Have you ever had a foul ball get you?
No, close.
I bet close, because you're kind of in prime position down there. Yeah, we've been fortunate that not many people have been injured. Of course, the huge screens around are very great for fan safety for sure. Pitch on the way, upstairs for a ball. It's 1-2 now on Vargas. White still throwing hard at 95. It's been a terrific outing for Thomas, but he wants to finish this one off right here. Well, they did score that a base hit for Chirinos. Let's see what happens with White here. The 0-2 pitch. Here it is. That one down low, and it was 1-2. I believe it's 2-2 now. I could be mistaken, though. So, moving forward, Alice, do you like working like when we have concerts and stuff like that here? Do you work those as well?
I do. I work everything that you guys let me.
And, if you notice the cleanliness around here, Alice helps with that too. The pitch, swinging a pop-up into short left field. Olmsted makes the call, and this time he makes the catch to retire the side. No runs on 2 hits. No errors and 2 left. We're halfway through this one, and the Sky Carp and the Timber Rattlers knotted at 1-1. And Alice Self, thank you so much for joining me on the broadcast. It's been a pleasure, and we're so lucky to have you.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. We'll be back after this on the Sky Carp Baseball Network and Bally Live.